All right, let's get right into it. What if I told you there's a morning ritual out there that's so powerful, so good at rewiring your brain, that it actually comes with a warning? Yeah, a technique that's pretty much been hiding in plain sight and promises to completely change how you start your day.
And look, this isn't just some random claim. We're talking about a warning that comes straight from a Harvard neuroscientist. I mean, just think about that for a second. What kind of routine could possibly be so effective that an expert would say it rewires your brain too fast? That's the exact mystery we're going to unpack right now.
So, that's the big question, isn't it? What on earth is this so-called dangerous ritual? Well, you're in the right place. In this explainer, we're not just going to ask the question, we're going to give you the answer. And the exact protocol that goes with it. First things first, let's talk about that word dangerous. In this context, it doesn't mean it's going to hurt you. Not at all. It means it's powerful. So powerful that you really need to understand what you're doing before you just jump in. It's a tool for mental optimization, and it demands respect. And listen, this isn't about some new fad diet or a complicated workout you have to drag yourself through. Nope, we're talking about a simple, really targeted mental exercise. It's designed for max impact during those first few moments right after you wake up. That's a golden window of opportunity where your brain is basically ready to be programmed for the day.
To really get why this works so well, we actually need to look at where this all comes from. And it's pretty cool. It's right at the intersection of two totally different worlds, ancient wisdom and cutting-edge neuroscience.
So on one hand, you've got the almost mythical, superhuman focus of Tibetan monks. I mean, it's a state of mind people have been trying to figure out for centuries. And on the other hand, you've got modern science, which is finally decoding the exact brain chemistry that makes that kind of focus possible. The mystery is actually being solved. Right now.
And the master key to all of this? It's something called the cortisol awakening response, or just CAR for short. The easiest way to think of it is like your brain's natural ignition switch for the day. It's this sharp spike in a hormone called cortisol that happens right after you wake up, and it's what sets your energy, your alertness, and your focus for the entire day.
Okay, so if the cortisol awakening response is the master switch for your day's performance, then the most important point becomes really, really simple. Can you actually control it? Can you tell that energy where to go instead of just letting it run on autopilot? Well, the answer is a big yes.
And that brings us to the moment of reveal. This is it. The exact actionable method we've been building up to. This is the 7-minute rewire protocol. Just look at that number, 7. That's it. It's not an hour, it's not even 30 minutes, 7 minutes. In less time than it takes for your coffee to brew, you can use a protocol that literally changes your brain's chemistry to set you up for peak performance. It's incredible.
So, what do these 7 minutes actually look like? Well, it's a 3-stage process. First up, for 2 minutes, you do what's called grounding. This is super simple. Just sit on the edge of your bed, focus on your breathing, feel your feet on the floor. You're just preparing your mind and body. Then, for the next 3 minutes, you move to activation. This is where you intentionally trigger that hormonal response. You can do this with just 15 to 20 seconds of intense movement. Think push-ups or jumping jacks, and then immediately go back to being still. And finally, the last 2 minutes, this is the most important part, direction. With all that energy now surging, you channel it. You direct it toward one single focused objective. Visualize your most important task for the day. Actually see yourself crushing it, and set a super clear intention. That's it. That's how you go from being on autopilot to being the pilot. Now, we've been using this word hijack, and I know it sounds a little intense, but it's for a reason. Hijacking your cortisol response doesn't mean doing something bad. It means you're taking deliberate, manual control over a process that normally just runs on its own. You're basically stepping into the cockpit of your own brain and deciding on the destination yourself.
So, what's the payoff for becoming the pilot? Well, this is what that neuroscientist meant by too fast. You can achieve a state of, yes, superhuman focus. You optimize your energy for the entire day. You start your day being proactive, not reactive. You're literally taking direct control of your brain's chemistry to boost your mental clarity and alertness. It's a total game changer.
So, here's the bottom line. The most crucial takeaway from all of this. Your mental state isn't something that just happens to you every morning. It's something you can actively build. With this knowledge, you are no longer just living in your mind. You are its architect.
And that just leaves us with one last powerful question to think about. Every single morning, you get a fresh start, a totally blank slate. Now that you know you're the one holding the pen, the only thing left to decide is, how are you going to write it?